3.45 ERA, 57 and a third innings. He's allowed 54 hits. He has struck out 76 in 57 innings. He has walked just 17. And what that tells you about Tim Lincecum is he has great stuff. And the stuff that he'll feature is a two-seam fastball that'll go 90-96. He'll also throw an over-the-top curveball, 12-6 break with a power changeup. And he'll also cut the ball. Chipper Jones paying very close attention as he tries to get some kind of edge off this guy. He is a puzzle, and not many hitters have been able to figure him out.
Eagle eye.
They watch everything he does, how he puts the ball in his glove, how he takes the ball out, how he sets his hand in his glove, what he does with his head. Does he nod his head when he's throwing a breaking ball? Does he look straight at you when he's throwing a fastball?
Look like the eyes of a hawk.
Did.
Hey, 20 years ago, Chipper Jones just went up there and hit. Not now, fellas.
Really one of the smarter hitters in the game.
A Hall of Famer, no doubt. Now we're getting ready for baseball here at AT&T Park. It'll be Kelly Johnson standing in. Giants winning yesterday on Memorial Day 8-2. First pitch of the ball game is hit into left center field. It's going to be Lewis, Rowand. One pitch, one out. First out recorded at 7:15.
Now the Giants fans know that the Giants do not like to take a lot of pitches, and they are second to last in the National League in average pitches per at bat. There's only one team that gets fewer pitches than the Giants, and you're looking at them, the Atlanta Braves.
Here's Casey Kochman and Lincecum, a first pitch strike. Kochman at 278. He's got a couple of home runs. He's got 22 driven in. Looking at Kelly Johnson's numbers, Johnson was 1 for 10 lifetime against Lincecum. Probably said, if I see a fastball, I'm going to hack at it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chipper Jones to follow. Foul back, gets 2-2. Braves are a little backwards as far as what they do at home and what they do on the road. On the road, the Braves are 12-9. At home, they're 11-12. That's the opposite of how the Giants do on the road and at home. Bouncing ball to Ishikawa, and that'll be out number 2.
Nice curveball, the payoff pitch for Kochman. So important to get a feel of your pitches as you leave the bullpen. You get an idea as to what you have out there. It's always different once you get on the main diamond. But that's with most normal people. Now, we counted the pitches that Tim Lincecum threw in the bullpen today before the game. How many did he have?
Well, we counted them from when Benji Molina squatted down. In other words, he played catch a little bit, right? Like you do in the backyard.
Yeah.
Chipper Jones takes low, but once Benji Molina squatted down, he threw 18 pitches.
18, I'm good. Most guys are right around 60. The very first game in his big league career was here in San Francisco, and he went down there and warmed up. He threw 10 pitches. And Dave Righetti, his pitching coach, is kind of going, wait a second, whoa, we got a few things to work on here. So the next start was in Colorado. He threw like 25. And he's looked at Dave Righetti, and Righetti says, are you loose? He goes, well, I was loose 15 pitches ago. I was just throwing the extra 5-15 for you. And after that, Righetti just sort of let him alone.
Chipper Jones swinging 3-0, dribbles it foul. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Doesn't warm up a lot. Does it nice after he throws. He's got his own program.
And a shot over Renteria, and that ball was hit so hard it rolls all the way out into the gap. And Chipper Jones has a double.
That's the swing of the bat right there that just makes big league hitters shake their head because it's absolutely perfect. Staying inside the pitch, going the opposite way. That line drive over the shortstop head, and that gives you an idea just how fast it went because it got through the gap. Just a technically perfect swing. And this with a guy who really cannot move that well. He still has a sprained toe.
Yeah. Here's McCann. McCann not only is swinging a hot bat overall, but he's 5 for 9 lifetime against Tim Lincecum.
Well, ever since McCann came back off the disabled list, and he went on the disabled list for some problems with his vision, and they were really worried about it for a while. Had an infection in his eye. Well, since he's come back, he's gone 22 for 51, hit .431, 3 homers, 2 doubles, 6 walks, and 11 RBIs. And he brought his average up from 195 to where it is stepping here into this at bat at 326.
3 for 3 last night, or yesterday, I beg your pardon. At the knees, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Five home runs, 18 driven in. Down low, 2-1. The strategy might be to just work around McCann with Garrett Anderson on deck. Of course, not that Garrett Anderson is not a threat. It's just he's not as hot as McCann.
Well, and he doesn't have as good a lifetime numbers against Lincecum that McCann has either.
Two balls and a strike. Now it's 2-2. Just underway here at the ballpark. Glad you joined us. It's the Giants and Lincecum against the Atlanta Braves. The 2-2 pitch, and McCann out swinging as Molina will throw down to first. First strikeout, ends inning. Giants coming up. Southwest Airlines. It'll be Rowand, Renteria, and then Randy Wynn. The cleanup hitter will be Benji Molina. Fred Lewis will hit 5th. Travis Ishikawa coming back after a 4-for-4 day. He also had his first home run of the year yesterday. Oribe is hitting 7th, Burris 8th, Lincecum 9th.
The Atlanta Braves defensively will set it up this way. It'll be Anderson, Schaefer, and Francoeur. That's your outfield with one of the best arms of the game in right field with Francoeur. Hernandez and Jones will be on the left side of the infield. Johnson and Kochman on the right side. And Brian McCann, the all-star catcher, he'll be putting down the fingers for the kid, Christopher Allen Medlin, 5'10", 190-pounder out of Santa Ana, California, making his second start. There you see the first start. Went 3 innings, 3 hits, 5 walks. And this from a kid who, in his minor league career, had 219 strikeouts against 41 walks. He was a strike thrower. He's a 4-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup guy. And Braves are hoping that he can calm down a little bit from his first start when he was a little overamped, as you can well imagine.
Here's Aaron Rowan. Rowan hitting .274, 5 home runs, 19 driven in. And a high fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Rowan 1 for 5. He got a base hit in his last at bat yesterday, although his first at bat, everybody thought, including Rowan, that he'd hit a home run, but left center field, it died. And this has popped up into shallow center field. Hernandez out, but coming in is Schaefer, and he'll make the catch. 1 out here in the first inning.
The other book on Chris Medlin is that he likes to pitch inside, and he definitely was true to the scout report in his at bat with Aaron Rowan.
Well, we'll see if he does it to Edgar Renteria. Renteria 2 for 4 with 2 big RBIs yesterday. How tall did you say this kid was?
5'10", 190 pounder. Looks like a second baseman.
So we got a couple of starters in this game that maybe the tallest of the two is 5'10".
Oh, there's no question. I mean, Tim Lincecum's supposed to be 5'11", but yeah, I don't know.
That's a strike. Is Mike DeMuro calling balls and strikes. There's Lincecum and Medlin. Let's just say this: not a couple of big guys.
No. No. If there's a team fight, this is the guy that's got to clean the infield up. Randy Johnson.
It's not Randy Johnson against Chris Young, that's for sure. Renteria fouls this one 2-2. We mentioned Mike DeMuro. It's Miller, Scott, and Meals from first to third. Mike and I played when Lou DeMuro was an umpire, Mike's dad. Chopper. Johnson has it. 2 outs. Here's Randy Wynn. .283 for Randy Wynn. Sean Dunston is here. Wynn, a couple of home runs, 19 driven in. A win tonight, and the Giants win the series going into tomorrow night's action. That pitch is outside. Benji Molina to follow. Outside again.
See, one thing about Medlin is he likes to work a quick pace. He's on that hill. Once he gets that sign from McCann, he's gone.
And DeMuro gives him the high strike. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Medlin, very compact motion, as you would imagine from a pitcher who's 5'10".
And Wynn hooks this one foul.
You know, good tips though for kids watching Medlin's motion, in that it does a lot of things correct. First thing is his take back step. When he starts his motion, he drops his left foot back and he takes a step, very compact step. He still stays very upright and balanced in his motion.
And the walk to Randy Wynn, and Molina will hit here in the first.
If you look at amateur baseball players, especially Little League players, that's probably the first thing that you have to calm down when they're starting to learn how to pitch, is they take a great big step back, and it kind of throws their balance off when they lift their leg up. If you watch Medlin, he'll give you an idea of how big a step you need. Not much. Of course, right now he's going to throw out the stretch.
Randy Wynn with 8 steals. He's 8 out of 9 this season. He was terrific last year. Only thrown out a couple of times last year. He thought about going, and this is a line drive right at Hernandez to end the inning. Giants took up a walk. After 1 inning, it's 0-0. All right, let's take a look at our Corona timeout. It's about Don Sutton. That's right, the big right-hander in the Hall of Fame. He's 324 wins. Check out the strikeouts. He was on the National League All-Star team 4 times and inducted in 1998. And not only a terrific pitcher, but a really, really good broadcaster. You listen to Don Sutton and you learn something almost every game.
Yeah, you definitely will learn something from Don Sutton. That is a fact. Very knowledgeable, not just about pitching either, just about every facet of the game. He sees the game right.
And for those of you who are saying, well, you should have asked the question, well, we did. His hair is naturally curly.
And he pays us to say that.
Garrett Anderson, 2 balls and no strikes. Anderson hitting .256. And he pulls this one just foul down the right field line.
The Miller brothers are our ball dudes tonight. Logan and Noah Miller. And they're authors of a book called Either You're In or You're in the Way.
Oh, so that's the book I got today.
Yeah, actually, they wrote a screenplay, made a movie about it.
Two and two to Anderson. Hits it on the ground towards the hole. Renteria got a high hop, and no, Anderson beat it out.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. That one I'm not sure about. Nice setup quickly to his back foot. Renteria unloading, and I think he got it right. Bill Miller, the first base umpire on the call, When we saw it without the replay, I thought he was safe.
Here's Francoeur. Francoeur lines this one right at Lewis.
I should say that without the replay, I thought he was out. Having seen the replay, he was safe.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah, give me a time, man.
You've been in this town long enough. Fans knew what you meant.
Sorry. Hey, Willie McCovey's here.
Willie, bring along a friend.
There's the great McCovey, the statue out of McCovey Point.
Here's Hernandez, who takes a strike. Hernandez hitting 167 last night. Hernandez took an 0 for 4. Good breaking ball, 0-2.
Yep, that's a happy couple.
Indeed it is.
This is not their first game to a baseball game in San Francisco either.
They had been warned about the weather, but surprisingly very nice.
Yeah, it's a t-shirt night tonight.
On the ground to Burris. Burris, the quick flip to Renteria. On to first, not in time.
Diori Hernandez just too much leg speed, and that ball not hit sharply enough. When a ball comes up high like this, Kai, is it a tough exchange to try and get the ball out of your glove for a dough play?
It's much easier if the ball comes up high than if it flattens out. It's always easier to make adjustment up than it is to make an adjustment down. Schaefer had one of those nights last night, and one of those nights is 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts.
When a guy, especially a kid, has a day like he had yesterday with the 4 strikeouts and he takes a sombrero, between the last out of yesterday's ball game and the first pitch of tonight's ball game, everybody in that team will go over there and touch base with him, try and pick him up, because that is a disastrous day.
Two 2-0 to Schaefer.
You can imagine you strike out 4 times in a ball game, and then you have to face Tim Lincecum the next night. You need a few pats on the back.
Take some pitches, and that's what Schaefer's doing. 3-0. Schaefer second in the National League in strikeouts behind Mark Reynolds.
Well, Mark Reynolds is a guy that hits home runs, though, and Schaefer's not. He's a guy that's up there trying to hit for average. And they have some legitimate concern about his swinging and missing.
But a young player. Braves think a lot of this kid. And clearly Bobby Cox thinks a lot of him. He is back in the lineup today. Talked to Bobby Cox before the ball game. He's fun to chat with. Line drive right field, base hit.
Yeah, Bobby Cox is 5 wins away from 2,000 wins as the Braves manager. Got over 2,300 wins. I think he's like 2,350 if you combine what he did in Toronto with what he has done here. Yeah, there's the number, 2,350. 4th on the all-time list.
Here's Medlin. Medlin has had 1 at bat. He's 0 for 1, and he looks at a strike. Stands in there though like he can hit.
Yeah, he absolutely takes a pitch like he can hit.
Where's the right elbow guard? Look out, and I think he can hit a little bit.
He's got a good looking swing. It's not like he's stepping in there and taking hacks like Woody used to take. This guy looks like a hitter.
So Woody didn't look like a hitter, but was a hitter.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a compliment. Got him swinging, and that ends the inning. Woody would have put the ball in play. Crying out loud.
Every time.
2 stranded.
For your Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area poll question. Are you ready? Here it is. How many wins will Tim Lincecum have this season? A, less than 14, B, 14 to 16, C, 17 to 19, or D, more than 20. Check out Giants post-game live for the results. Dwayne?
All right, Amy. Good question. And Fred Lewis will lead things off. Amy's looking good again tonight.
Yeah, Amer the gamer. Looking good. Not a bit.
Pitch is high to Lewis. Lewis hitting .279, 3 home runs, 7 driven in. Travis Ishikawa and then Juan Uribe. Two balls and 1 strike. Evans going to take a walk. He was working really quickly, and then it was like, all right, I got to go stand in the corner for a little while. Calm down.
Well, it can happen when you're a young pitcher. You get to the big leagues, and things have a tendency to go a little fast.
Lewis fouls it out of play.
Don Sutton has a saying, let the game come to you. You're the pitcher. You're the guy who's in control. Not bad to work a fast pace when there's nobody on base. You're throwing strikes. Bang, bang, bang. Absolutely. Put the pressure on the hitter. But when you're struggling with your command or you have runners on base, then you slow things down a little bit. Be a little more deliberate. See the pitch in your mind before you throw it.
That last foul ball was unbelievable. Do you know who it almost hit?
Who?
Pete Alonso.
That is a true ugly finder. Good changeup. Well, it's time to bring you up to speed with the AT&T Rapid Rewind. And there's one slide to Travis Ishikawa and the other one, Freddie Lewis. Here comes Ishikawa. But those are some big league slides. Both guys safe. That's your AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered.
Speaking of the sliding Ishikawa, here he is taking a pitch high.
That slide that Fred Lewis had was remarkable.
It was a very good slide.
When you consider how fast he was coming down the line, to have that type of body control at that speed is impressive.
Juan Uribe on deck. So a little pitching backwards from Chris Medlin. (2-0 to 2-2).
Well, he's seen 4 pitches, 2 fastballs, a curveball, and that last pitch, a 2-1 changeup. So he's got a pretty good idea of what he's throwing.
And Ishikawa lines it into center field, and it'll be a base hit.
5 hits in a row for Ishikawa. It's a nice 2-strike approach. Take a little swing out, go back up the middle, just like you're taught. Short plant. Staying behind the ball nicely. Beautiful. I mean, he's got a pretty swing.
He does. Here's Uribe. 286 hitter with 6 runs batted in. And he never wastes any time getting up there. He fouls this one back.
No, he's another guy that's never met a pitch he doesn't like. He likes to swing the bat. Giants have like 4 guys like that in their lineup.
Oh, 0-1 to Uribe. 0-2. Mike DeMuro has that call where he points out towards the pitcher when it's a strike. That does the pitcher a lot of good. It doesn't do us any good. Not unless you're watching the monitor. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Medlin very quick out of the stretch. Steal base off him. You got to earn it.
Emmanuel Burris on deck. We are in the home half of the 2nd inning. Two and 2 now to Uribe. What a beautiful day we had here yesterday, Memorial Day. A crowd of over 40,000 celebrating baseball, celebrating our military. The 2-2 pitch. Uribe fouls it out of play. It was one of those where you're driving home after the game and you went, this was a really great day.
It was. I felt the same way. I mean, that's the kind of day that you know you're going to have a big crowd, and you always want your team to look good on a day like that, because basically there were 40,000 ambassadors leaving the ballpark last night, spreading goodwill.
Another 2-2 pitch, and Uribe skies it to right. Francoeur will move over into that corner, and he will put it away. And Ishikawa hustling back. Tune in to the Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, and that's NBC Bay Area tonight at 11. And wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday morning starting at 4:30. It's about the time my partner gets up, 4:30. And why? To let the dog out.
I got to work on that dog, man.
Here's Burris. Burris takes a pitch down low. 1 ball and no strikes. That was the caps that both teams wore yesterday. The red, white, and blue caps. Burris on the ground over the bag, a fair ball. Can Ishikawa score? It kicks to Francoeur, and because of that kick, It kicked right to the right fielder. If it misses that and rattles around, Ishikawa is going to score.
You're right. Had it been able to get down the corner, it may have had a chance. But you have to remember too, though, that Vancouver has an absolute cannon out there and right. But this is where they catch a bad break. It hits the wall.
Lincecum has 3 hits on the year. So he's got a chance to help himself. First pitch is low, 1-0. Two balls and no strikes.
Now, right about now, the manager starts to sweat a little bit. You fall behind 2-0 to an opposing pitcher with a couple men on base and an open base.
Medlin comes in with a strike, 2-1.
Let's go take it all the way there.
In the dirt, nice block by McCann, 3-1. Mike was talking about Francoeur's arm. This was last year. Watch. Francoeur juggled just a little bit, and he threw out Fred Lewis.
Well, it's just one of the great arms of the game. A perfect one-hop seed, and it wasn't even close.
And the walk. That's the loudest cheer for a walk I've heard in a long time.
Everybody was hoping that it would happen so Aaron Rowand would get a chance to hit with the bases full. And let's listen. They're pretty enthusiastic about that ball forward. Thank you, very nice.
Rowand popped out in the first inning. So Rowand an opportunity with the bases loaded here in the second. And he starts him off with a breaking ball, and it's high.
Yeah, Aaron Rowand's here.
Trying to steal a strike.
Well, just trying to steal a little strike. Looked like a nickel slider. And right now, Roger McDowell's going to go out there and try and calm his rookie down. If you're a pitching coach, you just go out there. And Roger Craig always would be very calm the more difficult the situation. At times would even talk in a low manner to where your focus really had to go and you had to strain to listen what he had to say. And a lot of times that would get a guy out of his funk. And at that point he could suggest some ideas as to how to get out of jam.
Well, let's see if Rowand gets a strike here. Hammers it to left, and it's over the head and off the bottom of the wall. Ishikawa Burris scored. 2-0 Giants.
And we're going to make that our Ford quality drive, and why not? He's looking for a fastball. He gets a challenge at the belt and unloads on it. And Garrett Anderson, I mean, he took a few steps back and then just stopped. He knew he had no chance. That was a bullet. Our Ford quality drive of the game. Aaron Rowand providing it for us. And the Giants are on the board.
Here's Renteria. Renteria fouls it back.
Well, it always looks so pretty when the contact is that loud. But they always have one thing in common. They're balanced. And the body stays right between the leg. And the 2 outs, an easy take for Tim Lincecum. Crack of the bat, you take it off.
Renteria pulls it past Tim Flannery. And past our ball dude. Easy, young fella. That's Noah.
The Miller brothers, Logan and this is Noah. Get it, Noah. Get it, Noah.
You got to dive, don't you?
Jeez. Well, we got 80-year-old guys diving for it.
Or falling down, one or the other.
Same thing.
High to Rio, 1 and 2. Base hit. Here comes Lincecum. Here comes Rowan, and they know Rowan is safe. McCann could not hang on. Renteria comes through 4-0.
Now, Jordan Schaefer, the center fielder for the Atlanta Braves, made a nice throw. He's got a good arm. One of the reasons that he's here. Good defensive player, and he comes up throwing a strike right to McCann. And McCann with a one-handed swipe tag trying to put the tag on, and he does. But in a one-handed swipe, the one thing you risk is that on contact you may have that ball kick out, and that's what happened. Had he protected it with two hands, and he may have had a chance to do it. Time to do it. This inning's over.
Randy Wynn lifts it to left. Anderson drifting back, and he makes the catch to end the inning.
Let's watch Tim Flannery.
Working overtime. 4-0 Giants.
Well, the Giants, McDonald's, and Coca-Cola have teamed up to help Bay Area charities. Now, you can purchase 2 reserve tickets for just $26, and $4 will benefit Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bay Area. You can visit your local McDonald's and pick up a coupon to take advantage of the season-long special ticket offer, a great way to see a Giants game and also to support a worthy cause.
Kelly Johnson, 1 ball and no strikes. Kelly Johnson, 1 ball and 1 strike.
I think he got chewed out a little bit for swinging at the first pitch of the game.
Yeah, might have. Terry Pendleton, the hitting coach here for the Atlanta Braves. 2 balls and 1 strike. Foul back. He's got a quick bat, Kelly Johnson.
No, he can hit. His numbers against left-handed pitching is remarkable. I mean, he's leading the team. He's got the best batting average against left-handed pitching. A little unusual in that he is left-handed. But it tells you something about his front shoulder. Not going to matter on that breaking ball. Tim Lincecum's breaking ball tonight is very short, very quick, and it is vicious. See ya.
Casey Kochman bounced out to Ishikawa.
Yeah, it was not a breaking ball. It was a changeup that last pitch. There's the breaking ball. No. Sometimes he gets so much drop on that changeup, it almost looks like a curveball.
Logan making the play. Chopped to Burris. 2 outs.
Giants Baseball is brought to you by Verizon Wireless, America's largest mobile-to-mobile calling family. Verizon Wireless. Is this the first time we've had twins be our ball dudes?
I think so.
I don't know. We had the Herstein brothers there the other day.
It's true. They were about the same age.
Yeah.
Jones takes a strike. He doubled with 2 outs in the first inning. Swing and a miss, 1-2. He hit Lincecum's fastball for a double. I think Lincecum's going to go after him with something else.
Nope. Going in his hands.
Down the left field line, Lewis giving chase, but that'll be a souvenir.
Well, the idea was to come on the inside corner. The fastball that Chipper Jones beat him with in his last at bat was a ball middle away. They tried to get that ball up in his hands, but the movement brought it right back out across the plate. And a two-seam grip will do that to a fastball at that velocity. Sometimes that ball can have a little mind of its own.
Got him. And that's the pitch he wanted to throw.
Changeup. Wow.
4 strikeouts.
Shut down inning right there. Hysterical. And the questions that the kids ask, like, how many foul balls did you hit in your career?
I know. I knew the answer to that one. That was the problem. Here's Benji Molina.
It's amazing what they come up with.
The one I like, and you get it within the first 5 questions. Who's your favorite team? Molina swings and misses. And then there's this one. The kid raises his hand. They give him the microphone. And he can't remember what question he was going to.
Yeah, he goes vapor lock.
1 ball and 1 strike.
But it is so much fun, so entertaining. So if you got a little leaguer, bring them on out Sunday.
And
Little League Day.
What we like to say is there's no such thing as a bad question from a little leaguer.
No, there is not. You can ask, did your mom go to your games?
This is first
Yes, she did.
His first baseball game ever.
He said cheese.
And Benji Molina chops this one into the dugout. And Big Brother's got to get into the act. Little Brother's eyeing him, though. Yeah. Said in 10 years, I'm going to smoke him. I know. I had 2 of them looking at me like that.
You had 2 little brothers. Yeah.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
Every time you get big enough to smoke him, you figure out, I like this guy. He's a good guy. You can't hit him now.
Pretty cool. Molina fouls it out of play. I still have one that every once in a while will look at me like that.
And that means one thing.
We shipped him across the bay. 3-2 pitch to Benji Molina, and he pops it up. First base side, Casey Kochman will put it away. Here's Fred Lewis. Lewis struck out in the second. Breaking ball is in tight to Fred Lewis.
Medlin's got good stuff. I mean, you can see just watching the performance on his pitches that he has. He's got good quick curveball. He's got a nice little slider he can plant. His changeup's good. And you can see why the Braves like him. I mean, he came out of the minor leagues with a tremendous reputation for just being a strike thrower, a guy that just is in that strike zone all day long.
Well, knowing the history of this organization and their pitchers, I doubt they're going to send somebody out there that doesn't belong out there. I mean, he's young and he may have his struggles, but most young pitchers do. Lewis had the green light and he fouls it out of play.
I like that. Get that green light. Keep adding.
Lou DeMiro is going to have a word with Medlin, and I don't know why. I'm assuming he can go to his mouth.
Well, you can blow in your hand. You just can't go directly to your tongue with your fingers. And DeMiro probably doing the kid a favor. He's going out there giving a warning right now. The one thing that happens to you when you are a rookie, you get to the big leagues, is that it's all going a lot faster, and you have to be in control of the rhythm and the tempo of what's going on in the field. You're in control. It's a DeMiro low ball strike special.
I mean, if you're Lewis, look at it like it's a positive. I get to see a 3-2 pitch. Slowly hit. Johnson will make the play. 2 outs.
A little angry, and you can understand why. He thought he had ball forward. That's the slowest that I've ever seen Fred Lewis go from home to first. Yeah, Bruce Bochy's going right over there to talk to him about it.
You know what the first thing a manager asked him?
Are you hurt?
Okay?
Yeah. Our Firestone leaderboard, 4-hit games by San Francisco first baseman since 2006. Will Shea Hillenbrand, Rich Aurelia, John Bowker, and yesterday it was Travis Ishikawa joining that list. JT Snow had 4 4-hit games.
Does JT write this copy? He seems to be in these every day.
I think he does.
Ishikawa, did he offer? He did not. It's 1-2. Most 4-hit games by a first baseman. JT Snow's in every one of these.
Cepeda 13, McCovey 12, Snow 10, Clark 9. How about those numbers?
Two and two to Travis Ishikawa with 2 outs. 3 and 2. He got him, and that ends the inning. Medlin with a 1-2-3 third. Now we'll head to the 4th. It's 4-0 Giants.
Pitcher no hit the Giants, then he played for them later on in his career. I think I know that.
Lincecum to face McCann, Anderson, and Francoeur. And McCann got a breaking ball and he pops it back and out of play.
It's hard for me to believe that McCann's going to go up there and lick breaking ball off of Lincecum.
I don't know. He can hit.
He just may be a guy that just looks for the ball and hits it.
Yep. He seems to, if he gets fooled, he's able to serve it out to left field. One ball and one strike to McCann. 4-0 Giants. 4th inning. It's 2-1.
I got a chance to meet Chris Lincecum, Tim's father, when we were up in Seattle. And to watch the two together, Tim and Chris, really reminded us of Will Clark and his father, Bill.
There's a strike. 2-2.
And if you want to know something about Tim's windup, talk to the old man. He has got a great idea about mechanics, certainly his kids' mechanics.
Built just like his father.
Exactly. Tim's got an older brother, and his father, Chris, said had the same type of stuff. But he hurt his shoulder twice in other sports, and it cost him his career in baseball.
May have been a good thing he didn't pitch in Seattle. He might have broke the sound barrier out on the mound. McCann rolls this one to Ishikawa, who juggles it, recovers, got him. Well, tonight, check out Chronicle Live, presented by Autotrader.com. It will be on at 11 o'clock. Greg Papa hosts Chronicle Live, and tonight, Stretch will be there. Greg Jameson of the Sharks, and Doug Wilson, Sharks general manager. All that is happening on Chronicle Live. Come to Papa. Garrett Anderson with an infield hit in the second. Very high with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Lincecum deals. And a fastball right there at 96. 1 ball and 1 strike. Anderson steps out briefly. Big breaking ball is down low. 2-1.
Just exceptional command tonight with the curveball and the changeup. The changeup's been the better pitch. It's been the swing and miss strike 3 that he's used more often than not. And he's just going to keep getting better.
Lincecum behind now to Garrett Anderson. 3 balls and 1 strike. And there's a walk, the first one issued by Lincecum.
Not happy with the ball 4. .58 pitches total.
Look out, Francoeur. 1 ball and no strikes. Francoeur hit a bullet to Lewis in left. Flips this one out to left field. Lewis again. Puts it away. And here's Hernandez. Hernandez reached on a fielder's choice on a ground ball to second. Dodgers are beating the Rockies 5-1. Padres have the Diamondbacks right where they want them. They're trailing 5-0.
Ought to be a good game.
There's a strike to Hernandez. They were trailing 7-0 yesterday. The Padres were. And they won their 10th game in a row. Very high. 1 ball and 1 strike. On the ground, Burris, tough play from the grass, but he makes it look easy to end the inning. Braves strand 1. It's 4-0 Giants.
Check it out at csnbayarea.com and visit the Giants page and click on Amy G's Giant Exclusive. They are my Giants, the exclusive, with two of Giants' favorites in the history of the franchise. And do not forget, get your questions ready, because this Saturday, as the Giants take on the Cardinals, it's going to be Ask Kruk and Kuip live. They're going to take all your email questions throughout the entire game. I know you're excited about it, guys.
Uribe on the ground to Kelly Johnson. Well, we were excited about the 10 minutes we spent with Amy before the game, and Saturday night should be fun. We did it last year. Got a nice response from people.
I already know the very first question I'm going to send you. How many foul balls did you hit in your big league career?
And I'm going to say my favorite team is the Giants. By the way, that is sponsored by Subway Eat Fresh. Here's Emmanuel Burris.
It's a great shot.
See a lot of shots of Lincecum in his windup. Burris with a big base hit in the second, although at the time it looked like, okay, it's just a double allowing the pitcher to hit, but it was a double, and then Lincecum walked, and then it all happened after that. Three and one to Burris. Emmanuel Burris 1 for 4 yesterday. Here he chops this one to Johnson. Johnson throws out Burris.
Well, as Emmanuel Burris heads back to the Giants dugout, what do you say we ask and answer our Aflac trivia question? The question tonight: which Braves pitcher no-hit the Giants, then later played for him? Survey said Warren Spahn. No-hit the Giants back in April 1961, and he played for the Giants briefly in 1965.
Warren Spahn, when I was a kid, was huge in Wisconsin. And they had all those great hitters, but they also had Lou Burdett and Warren Spahn as Lincecum swings and misses. 0-2. Lincecum, an emergency hack at a breaking ball, and that will end the inning. So Medlin, back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. It's still 4-0 Giants.
and vote up to 25 times.
Schaefer with a bunt attempt, and it rolls foul. Benji, well, he's never been there, so it would be nice to see Benji Molina representing that position for the National League. Here's the 0-1 to Schaefer, and he takes it outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good pitch. And that's the thing about having that 12-6 break on his breaking ball because of the high 3/4 release. It's when he throws that thing to the outside corner to a left-handed hitter, the break doesn't really come back to him. And he can sit there and sort of shade that outside corner. Sort of reminds me of Bert Hooton, who had a similar type of breaking ball right off the table. And he used that side of the plate so well against lefties.
2-2 now to Jordan Schaefer. Chris Medlin, the Braves pitcher, is on deck. Got him.
Well, that'll put a dazed look on your face, and that's what Tim Lincecum has been doing to a lot of big league hitters since he's come up here. We talked about Mike DeMuro, the plate umpire. Man, he'll give you a low strike. You won't get many belt high strikes, but you will get some knees.
Foul back by Medlin. As we mentioned earlier, he takes a pretty good rip at the plate.
He was just up there hacking. Still looking for his first big league hit.
1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2. Up the middle, work for Renteria, and the Giants shortstop throws out Medlin. 2 outs. And here's Kelly Johnson. Kelly Johnson taking his time, allowing Medlin to catch a few more seconds before he has to go out to the mound. Johnson is flied out and he struck out in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, it's great to see a leadoff hitter take a little time to get in the box. But on a night like tonight, you really don't need much help if you're a pitcher. You don't need an extra breather now. If it's a Sunday game back in the Midwest in the middle of summer, you want to go up there and fake like he sprained his ankle between the on-deck circle and home plate. Take 15 minutes if you can.
Lifted to left. Lewis seems to have his eye on it. Tough Sky puts it away to end the inning. Lincecum, a nice job. 1, 2, 3, and Aaron Rowan will lead things off. teacher, he'll get $10,000 for his or her school. The finalists tonight, one of the finalists is Rob Black, who's a 9th grade algebra and 11th and 12th grade physics honors, Onyx physics, calculus, all that good stuff at St. Patrick St. Vincent High School in Vallejo. So, Rob Black, you're the man tonight. That a baby. You look like the kind of guy I would have wanted for calculus.
Who was your favorite teacher?
Pat Doherty. Here's a pitch down low to Aaron Rowan. You should always have your baseball coach be one of your teachers.
It can't be a baseball coach.
Yeah, it has to be. 2-0 pitch is high. 3-0. He was a history teacher. So,
did you have him for history?
I did.
Okay, then that counts.
.30 pitch coming up to Aaron Rowan, and Rowan takes a strike. Rowan with a double to knock in the first 2 runs for the Giants. Rowan hits a high drive to left. Anderson in front of the wall, and he's going to make the catch.
Give you an idea just how strong he is. I mean, that ball got up the bat. He still backspin it, almost pumped it out of here. And some yards around this league, it's out of here indeed.
It is. You need to save a couple of those.
Well, when you're backspinning the ball, though, even if you don't catch the sweet spot, you still get distance. And you know if you're backspinning, your swing's good. So even though it's an out, keep that swing.
Here's Renteria. Renteria, the 2 RBIs, gives him 22 on the season, and he bounces this one to his opposite number. Hernandez at short, throws him out, 2 down. Since the double by Renteria, Medlin has been perfect since then. Here's Randy Wynn. Wynn walked in the first, hit a fly ball to the warning track in left field in the second.
You know what I think tonight is? I think tonight is the very first game in big league history where both starters don't shave.
Could be. Could be. Here's the pitch to Randy Wynn, and a swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
Good curveball. Well, there's Linscomb. There's Chris Medlin, and I'm telling you, they save a lot of money.
They shave with a washcloth?
And let the cat lick those whiskers off.
The 0-2 pitch, and Randy Wynn takes one in the dirt. 1-2.
This guy here, he's not into shaving either.
On the ground, Kochman to his right, flips to Medlin covering, and that will end the inning. 4-0 Giants. and BayArea.com and ask us a question. The question tonight, Nate from Petaluma, will Chipper Jones be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Absolutely, he will.
And McCann swings and misses.
I mean, that's our opinion up here. We had this discussion, and Chipper Jones is, no question, one of the greatest switch hitting players to ever play this game.
This is Kochman, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I get a half a problem with the whole first ballot thing. I think you either are or you're not.
I have a hard time thinking that there's some writer going, yeah, I'll vote for him, but maybe 4 or 5 times down the road. Not now, not for the first 5 years. It's almost like it's a punishment.
Line to left, Lewis got a good jump and he makes the catch.
And I agree with you. That kind of wears me out.
I mean, I don't think anybody should feel bad. You know what? I'm in the Hall of Fame, but you know what? I wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's like either you are or you aren't.
Well, this guy is definitely,
he's a Hall of Famer.
The guy who should go in and go in fast. Highest batting average by switch hitters all time. He's sitting there in the number 2 spot behind Frankie Frisch. Pete Rose, 303. Roberto Alomar.
I mean, this guy, his rookie season, tore his ACL and didn't play. Chop foul at the plate, 1-2.
I mean, you're talking about days before the season was going to start. And it set him back a whole year, and his numbers are still fantastic after having lost that year.
Lincecum struck him out on a changeup in the 3rd inning.
Now, when he's had that changeup down, and it starts right there at the bottom of the strike zone, it is so late to take its movement. I mean, guys are off balance on their front foot anyway, but then it starts to just drop right out of sight. And when you can do this twice to a great hitter like Chipper Jones with the same pitch and a 2-strike count, you've made great pitches.
Here's McCann.
That is nasty.
McCann hooks a breaking ball foul, and it's 0-1. Swing, ain't gonna miss. Nothing in 2.
First pitch, curveball, kind of an off-speed pitch, follow it right back up with 94 on the black outside corner. Now you could go soft away, same location, or you could go above his hands with a fastball. You have the option of bouncing a curveball. This is the beautiful thing about being ahead 0-2. You've got options, and a hitter has to be aware that there are areas that he can go to. He's not just pigeonholed into a predictable pitch.
Let that one get away from him. It's 2-2.
Tried to overthrow that one. Got a little too quick. Didn't really let his arm get.
Hey, look who's here.
Get high. Hey, it's Buster Posey. Giants' first-round pick last year, 5th overall in the 2008 draft. Having a nice season down in San Jose, hitting 309 with 8 big flies and 37 ribbies, and he's hot right now. Started out hot, cooled off, and now he's hot again.
And McCann bounces back to get out of the way, 3-2. McCann lifts it into center field for Rowan, and that will end the inning. So Buster Posey here at the ballpark. As he turns around, he shakes Larry Baer's hand.
got to see all that on the Coors Light Freeze Camp. Brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Got him.
Oh, yeah, he was
No.
out.
Here it's 4-0. Out in the arcade, the group out there having a good time. Benji Molina is 0 for 2, hitting here in the 6th inning. Breaking ball hit on the ground. Chipper Jones grabs it on one hop. 1 out. Benji's hit a couple of balls hard tonight, and he comes up empty.
Well, when you're playing in San Jose, you can come to the game, and that's Buster Posey in the middle, Oliver Odell, right-handed starter, Roger Kieschnick, and Steve Edelson, another pitcher. Kieschnick is an outfielder, so for Odell, Edelson, and Kieschnick and Buster Posey, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in a couple years.
Absolutely. So we got a pitching change, and when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. We'll be back. Standard.
There's the numbers for O'Flaherty, having a good year for Bobby Cox. They've used him a lot situationally. You see the numbers, 16 innings. This is his 22nd appearance in his second year. 6'2", 220-pounder out of Walla Walla, Washington.
Lewis fouls this one off of Mike DeMiro.
Flaherty, kind of a three-pitch guy, fastball will go high 80s, and he's got a slider and a changeup. If you're a relief pitcher and you're not a closer, you're going to see a lot of outings where you're coming into existing innings. And the two big statistics are how if you inherit runners, how many of those runners you leave stranded. And he has stranded 12 of the 13 inherited runners that he's had this year. And the other thing that they talk about is your first batter faced, what type of ratio you have in getting them out.
Lewis goes to left where Garrett Anderson will put it away.
And Eric O'Flaherty, 18 for 22 and getting that first guy out. Those are good numbers.
Here's Travis Ishikawa.
Fastball challenge, swung through and missed. you mentioned O'Flaherty in his second year. And the thing about O'Flaherty, too, is he has the ability to get a ground ball, which for left-handers is not something you see a lot of.
Ishikawa singled in the second, struck out on the third. Medlin ended up with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. And this is lofted into shallow center field. Now Schaefer comes in and makes the catch. Giants still haven't had a base runner since Renteria's single in the second. It's 4-0, however.
Vote, and the Giants are campaigning for the man behind the dish, Mr. Benji Molina. We're going to show you a graphic because fans are getting a chance to check out some of Benji's competition. Coming into tonight's game, Benji was hitting .261, 8 home runs, 30 RBI, and Brian McCann with the Braves averaging .326, but just 5 home runs and 18 RBI. Here is something else to think about, guys. Benji's a 2-time Gold Glover who unbelievably has never been an all-star. Here's something you can't compute: what Benji means to this team and where the Giants would be without him. Guys?
Yep, all good points, Amy. Here's Garrett Anderson, who takes a strike. By the way, you saw some of those numbers were different than what Amy was talking about. Those were up-to-date, current. Benji Molina is 0 for 3 tonight, and Brian McCann is 0 for 3 as well. 1 ball and 1 strike to Garrett Anderson, who has been on base twice.
Well, you talked about the 13 Giants that have been retired in a row.
This is hit on the ground. Ishikawa gives ground, and then a nice feed to Lincecum.
No Giant or Brave has had a hit since the second inning.
A couple of years ago, Francoeur homered off of Lincecum. And the kid with the short hair. Well, the Braves were pretty pumped up because they had heard all they wanted to hear about this hotshot kid. But Lincecum did, in the end, get the win. One ball and no strikes. And at the knees. To even the count. A ball and a strike with 1 out. And Hernandez on deck. Popped foul down the right field line. 1-2. Randy Johnson tomorrow night. You ready for that one?
Yes, I am. Randy Johnson, 120 pitch outing, his last outing in Seattle, threw beautifully. You bet I'm ready for it.
I figured you were.
I mean, I like to watch the big unit go out there. He brings a whole lot of, well, I mean, you could say intimidation, you could say aura. I think he just brings a whole lot of presence out there.
How about just a whole lot, period?
He does.
2-2 pitch. Francoeur pops it up, and that'll be a souvenir.
He brings a whole lot of history out there.
There's a whole lot of stuff. Two and two to Francoeur. Ooh, 3-2.
Paralysis fastball about 6 inches off the plate. A lot of umpires say, see you later on this one. Just a wee bit outside. Francoeur with a pretty good eye to take that one.
Flips this one over Burris and into right field for a hit. And here's Hernandez.
I think Burris overestimated his jumping abilities there just a little bit.
I think if you're young and you can jump, I think you can catch everything.
I guess so.
Plus, he might have the extendo arm that we didn't know he had.
All right, here we go. Let's watch Burris at second base.
Extendo arm.
Visions of grandeur. Don't watch it LeBron James too much.
Here's Hernandez, who swings and misses 0-1. Oh, by the way, lost tonight.
Did they?
And Orlando now up 3-1. Hit on the ground and into the hole for a base hit. And here's Jordan Schaefer. That was pitch 101 here in the 7th inning. And we're going to see some activity now in the bullpen.
I think the one fear you have as a manager is that, you know, a guy hits the 100 pitch level and all of a sudden he has a 25 pitch inning in his last inning, and that's what they want to avoid. Jeremy Affeldt heading down the Giants pen.
Everyday Affeldt?
Yeah, pretty much.
Benjamin Molina knocks it down, and Francoeur started to go.
All you have to do as a catcher is just keep it in front of you and you'll freeze a runner. And watch the freeze job here on Francoeur. Hey, looked like Renteria was frozen too.
Yep. Hardly anybody moving in that frame. Out of play, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yep, they're all smiles, so everybody's okay.
Happy fans. Little flare. Lewis got a great break, and he's going to put it away. Now we're going to have a pinch hitter. And it's going to be Greg Norton. Bennett is in the bullpen.
Well, Norton, I mean, it's basically what he does. I mean, this is the 28th time he's pinch hit. So he's definitely got a rhythm and a routine. He's used to it.
And he takes a strike. Another block by Molina. Giants will have a day off on Thursday, and then the Cardinals will be in town for 3. And in that series for the Giants, it'll be Kane, Zito, and Sanchez. So Lincecum will open up the first game on the road trip. 1-2. Headed to Washington, D.C.
Looking forward to it. There you see Matt Cain talking about it.
in the dirt, 2-2.
Lincecum being very deliberate there, taking a lot of time. Now Lincecum and Benji Molina want to talk it over a little bit.
Big pitch. Time for a meeting. Francoeur at second, Hernandez at first. And he got him. 4-0 Giants.
Donald's game summary. It's 4-0 Giants as we head to the bottom half of the seventh inning, and it was all in the fourth inning when the Giants put up 4. It was a 2-out double by Aaron Rowan and then a single by Edgar Renteria. Both base hits produced 2 RBIs, and the rest has all been Tim Lincecum. 7 strong, 5 hits allowed, 7 strikeouts against a walk, and that's your McDonald's game summary.
Here's Jeff Bennett facing Juan Uribe, and he looks at a strike. Uribe 0 for 2.
Jeff Bennett making his 21st appearance of the year. Got a chance to see Bennett yesterday. Just came in through a third of an inning. Sicker slider guy. When he's right, you see a lot of ground balls.
Uribe behind in the count, 1-2. And he shoots one to right, and that's a base hit. Hey, this Sunday, the 31st, it's Catholic Healthcare West Giants Cap Day to the first 20,000 fans who come on out to the ballpark. Well, first thing you got to do is you got to get a ticket. So go to sfgiants.com or call 877-4-SFG-TICKS. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. You'll see Jonathan Sanchez pitch. You'll get a Giants cap. Unbelievable.
Is that Sunday?
That's Sunday.
Little League Day, too.
Burris drives one into center field, sending Schaefer back, who makes the catch. And Lincecum's going to hit. He should get a nice round of applause, wouldn't you
Now
think?
batting, pitcher,
Yep.
number 55, Tim Lincecum.
They appreciate him here. This Northern California crowd does not take this kid for granted. They know exactly what they have in him.
And he bunts it. Kotzman throws a changeup to Johnson. Johnson at first had called for the fastball, and he almost got crossed up.
Well, the changeup almost took him off the bag. All right, okay, let's watch Casey Kotzman. I got it.
Fastball, fastball.
Oh, changeup, and almost threw it into right field.
It might have been a changed screwball, which I haven't seen one of them since Mike Cuellar pitched.
It was a good one. Cuellar, that was nasty. I played with him in Puerto Rico in 1976. He was fun. He had more superstitions than any human being alive.
Oh, my goodness. Here's Aaron Rowan. Rowan takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
He had to walk off the mound a certain way, couldn't step on a line, had to go down the stairs a certain way, had a chair that he set a certain way, had towels on the chair a certain way. Allowed Schmag take 2 hits, throw it out, and then line up another one after that, and that's the one he would use the rest of the inning.
It's hard to play the game that way.
This guy had so many things he had to remember in his superstitions. It was, I mean, he couldn't concentrate on the game.
Absolutely not.
What a great guy. Good teammate. I learned a lot from him about how to pitch.
Rowan stays alive by looping this one foul.
You know what I learned from Mike Cuellar? Because he had a great big curveball to go along with the number of pitches he had. But that big curveball was great. What I learned about him with the curveball was that he said you have to have the ability, big league level, to utilize both sides of the plate with your breaking ball. You can't just think that it's a big deal to get it over. And I think for young pitchers, you know, they think that is enough. And for some levels it is enough, but not up here. Being able to go inside, outside with that pitch, you have to do it.
Rowan out swinging to end the inning. Giants strand 1. Now we will head to the 8th. It's 4-0 San Francisco.
Courtesy of Vitamin Water 10.
Rowan has a beat on this one.
Saturday also is Bossy and Team Up for Youth Girls Day. Girls can come out to the ballpark early and hear from a number of prominent Bay Area women athletes during a special discussion designed to inspire girls to play sports and pursue their dreams. To purchase this special ticket, go to sfgiants.com/special events.
Kochman, who's 0 for 3, looks at a ball.
Yep, the whole family's here.
Same pitch, same spot. 2 balls and no strike.
Is that Pamela? With the sling on? I think it is. You saw her in Seattle.
Yep. That may get into our booth. Well below our booth, by the way. The 2-1 pitch to Kochman is just inside. 3-1.
Take a look at the at-bats for Chipper Jones tonight. A fastball out of the plate, going with it as he so beautifully does. And then the rest of the time, it got to a 2-strike changeup, and he could not do anything with it. Repeated it again in the 6th, and that's where he stands tonight. Chipper Jones, 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
Lincecum starts him off with a breaking ball.
Yep, she's a little faster right now.
1 ball and no strikes to Chipper Jones. And this is roll foul. It's a ball and a strike for Lincecum, closing in on 120 pitches.
He's in such a good mechanical groove. You just don't take a lot out of your arm when your mechanics are as solid as his are, or any pitchers are.
Rowan drifts back, now with room. 2 outs.
And Tim Lincecum has definitely found a way to neutralize the bat of Chipper Jones, and it's with that changeup. He has not been able to make the adjustments from that pitch of Tim Lincecum's. It has been absolutely perfect. Every one of them been right down around the knees. He's had Chipper Jones out front reaching or swinging over the top and missing it completely.
Remember, Jones got a base hit, a double in the 1st on a fastball. Here's McCann. McCann fouls it at the plate.
And you know what that face was that Chipper Jones had back in the Braves dugout? It was, I'm going to go up there this time and I'm going to do nothing but look for that changeup. He's not going to get me out. And that smile and head shake right there, that's respect.
Out of play, 0-2. Howry and Affelt in the pen. Blowing in to McCann as he does a dance to get out of the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lincecum with 7 strikeouts. Make it 8 as McCann goes down to end the inning. It stays 4-0 Giants. So good, it's 4-0.
Yeah, when you see Mike Phillips smile like he's smiling, that usually means they got some swell out at Ocean Beach and he was surfing today. Otherwise, he's pretty grouchy.
Manny Acosta is on the mound. And it's Edgar Renteria who takes a pitch for a strike. Renteria 1 for 3, a base hit to knock in a pair. Off the plate, Randy Wynn, and then Benji Molina. Lincecum, I'm assuming, is done for the night.
I'm assuming you're right. There's his numbers: 122 pitches, 5 hits allowed, 8 innings, no runs, 2 walks, 8 punch-outs. He pitched beautifully. Bobby Howard's starting to get greased up. He will pitch the 9th.
Off the plate, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Manny Acosta, the new hurler for Bobby Cox. Second time he has been into a ball game. This is his 12th year of professional baseball. He's got just a little bit over a year's time at the big league level. Sinker slider guy out of Panama.
Flips this one to right. Francoeur is underneath at 1 out. Tune in to the Bay Area's #1 rated 11 p.m. newscast, NBC Bay Area tonight at 11, and wake up with traffic and weather on NBC Bay Area weekday morning starting at 4:30. Here's Randy Wynn. A walk, a deep fly ball to left, and a bouncing ball to the first baseman, Kochman. Nobody on, 1 out. And it's low.
Manny Acosta can run it up there pretty good. That last fastball at 95, and I mentioned he's got some sink to go along with that slider.
Randy Wynn rolls it foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hey, Serge Romo has just showed up. So Romo is here.
Serge Romo made it back off the DL. Good to see him back.
A bouncing ball up the middle. Hernandez has it. He will flip on to first, 2 outs.
Romo has not been activated as of yet, but he's getting close.
He is getting close. Here's Benji Molina. Here's Benji Molina. Giants did make a transaction before the game. Andres Torres was activated. Jesus Guzman was sent back to AAA. Swing and a miss by Molina. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh, he wants that one back. But hey, turned out to be a good pitch. Any pitch that gets you a striker or an out, that's a good pitch. Even if it is a hanging slider up around the letters.
Molina in his 4th at bat, trying to pick up a hit. Benji hitless last night. He went 0 for 4. He's at average now. Go to 256. And a slowly hit ball to third where Chipper Jones will take his time, and that ends the inning. So here comes the 9th. It's the Giants 4 and the Braves nothing. Sportsnet Central tonight at 10:30. Got some big local sports tonight with Giants, the Mariners, A's, the Sharks. Check it out. Check it OUT. Here's Bobby Howry facing Garrett Anderson, and that's lifted into center field for Rowan. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now when you come in, that's how you like to start. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll settle a lot of nerves down. The numbers for Bobby Howry. 20th time he's taken the ball for Bruce Bochy. 13 strikeouts against 7 walks in 17 innings pitched. And Howry started out slow. And who's this, Kite?
Andres Torres.
Back off the DL, activated before the game.
In left field. And Francoeur is at the plate. Hey, the Padres lost, and they lost with a man on third, 2 outs. Kuzminov hit one almost out, but caught in front of the wall to end the ball game.
Wow.
Two balls and no strikes to Francoeur. Dodgers won. What a shock. Francoeur picked up a base hit in the 7th. And he pops this one up. Burris or Ishikawa? It'll be Burris. 2 outs.
Carney Lansford talking it over with Roberto Kelly.
Carney told his team, listen, we're going to get the same amount of hits as the Braves, except we're going to get all of our hits in the same inning.
That's the new strategy. If you're only going to get 4 hits, get them all in the same inning.
Hernandez singled in the 7th. Aaron Rowan puts it away, and that's the ball game. So Tim Lincecum wins his 4th game of the year. The Giants score all of their runs in the 2nd inning when they picked up 4 hits. They had 5 in the game, but they had 4 hits in the 2nd, and they win their 2nd